Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to talk about today's topic, and it's about how the world basically tries to break us away from a pair bonding ritual. The world tries to make us think that love exists and that love happens and it's magical and blah, 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 blah. And we fall into this pattern of we keep choosing and we get lucky and then we'll be with the person if they're meant to be, blah blah blah. We don't ever get to break the boundaries that give us the strength to be choosy and actually be more selective, which is what life wants us to do, right? Life's responsibility is to weed out the weakest links, to take out weeds out of the field and get rid of that shit. So, I mean, dude, we can't feel bad when we're pathetic and stuff and sitting at home on the fucking computer chubbing it out, you know what I mean? We can't feel bad about that shit because, we're not pushing ourselves. That's my responsibility to push myself. So anyway, yeah, I just want to talk about that. So, so the topic basically is about how do we break the cycle? Well, first we need to understand what a mating ritual is. If you look in the wild, you see it plain as day because there's not all these stereotypes, there's not all these morals, and not all these rules that society has impregnated on us. All right, so if you look in nature, you see it, man. The male grows old, his fucking balls drop. He starts getting testosterone. He becomes a man, strong, and he pushes around other fucking bulls in the fucking pack. Whether it's a lion, whether it's a gazelle. They all challenge each other, and the woman is attracted to this. The female is attracted to this in nature. So it's no difference with humans. So I'm not going to go into the whole fucking into the wild motherfuckers fucking bullshit. Fuck that. I'm going to talk about humans. It's the same thing, but we're going to be able to relate more on the topic that I'm going to bring up. So what I'm saying is all right, so let's start from the beginning. In order for us to break this cycle, we need to understand what a mating ritual is for humans. First off, we mature. We naturally are made to think about ourselves, to be narcissistic. That means to have a love for ourselves, a very strong love for ourselves. Now, the world wants to break that habit. They do that by the job, making you feel like shit, responsibilities, making you think you have to follow along with all these rules and follow along with society. And you must get married to make babies, and you must, be involved with a woman to have sex. Dude, women have a lot of sex. Women like sex. Are you an idiot? Women love sex. Men love sex. It's society has put all these boundaries on us that makes us fucking feel like shit every time we fucking want to go out and make a connection with somebody. And we're wrong for that? Fuck that. So moving on, what I'm saying is we're born and then we get narcissistic because our family members make it all about us. We're children. Well, the world tries to break that. It tries to break that cycle naturally. Okay? And it's bullshit. So basically what happens is if that's not broken, we move on and we become very dominant, alpha male. The woman's very strong and confident, and she just finds herself, and the man just finds himself. Well, what happens in that situation without the world fuzzing and making that situation cloudy? Okay, so what happens? Well, so the human would go through sexual maturity, and he would be an alpha male, and he would be challenging other alpha males, and they would weed out each other. The weaker ones would fall behind. This is life, motherfucker. This is what happens. People get killed. They die in battle. They fucking get AMOG the fuck out of them, out of the other alpha males. They get embarrassed and they'll back off. It doesn't matter. Either way, they're weeding out other bulls in the fucking situation. So basically, that is attractive to a female. It shows that that alpha male is the leader of his pack and that he's also going to protect his young. This is essential because with survival and replication, women are on the survival side. They choose based on leader among men, pre-selected by women, and the ability to prove that you will protect your loved ones. Those are the three bases. So basically, how does a man start the love ritual? What happens is he first has to be an alpha male. He has to be confident in himself. This is always the beginning of it. He has to be confident in himself. So what happens next? Well, he meets a woman that is very proportionately beautiful and established, and she's very confident. She's very sure of what she wants, right? So basically, she starts batting her eyes and preening herself, flicking her hair and dressing up pretty would be the equivalent, showing her breasts a little bit, like cleavage and stuff, and just being sexy, putting on makeup. Preening herself has anything to do with making herself stand out more from the rest of the women, because she is being challenged by the other women too. The other women want to mate with that alpha male so they can spread her genes, right? So basically what I'm saying is okay, so we've got the male. He's established alpha characteristics, right? So now he's attracted to the woman because she's preening him and stuff, right? She's flirting and showing that she's emotionally available and ready to mate. And basically the woman needs the man before she'll mate with him. She needs the man to pair bond with her. In other words, she wants to know that he's going to stick around and take care of this child and take care of her and allow her to survive. So basically what I'm saying is that after... Okay, so how does this happen? So basically the man begins to have endorphins and norepinephrine and all these happy hormones run through his brain. And every time that he sees this woman, these hormones spike. So he gets a sexual spike from it. So basically, every time that he... hold on a second, my fucking computer's being gay. So basically, every time that he sees this woman or smells it or hears about her or hears a story or anything to do with this woman, he gets a hormone spike of norepinephrine, epinephrine, basically adrenaline and all the happy hormones. Okay, this makes him feel fucking out of control and crazy, and so does his testosterone increases too. So basically, now he's got a connection with this woman, and he's not even had sex with her yet. He's attracted to this woman. See, these are the laws of attraction. This is what happens with the mating ritual. He gets norepinephrine and all these emotions, and it makes him lose his alpha male strength. And he begins to pair bond with this woman and submit to who she needs him to be. So basically we would call this the bitch mode. Like, he's pussy whipped, right? He's in for the kill. And this happens naturally. We do this naturally. It's like target acquired method. You know what I mean? We go in and we target what we want, and we go after her. And basically we do that by learning who she is, and we kind of fold to what she wants, toward to what, the direction that she wants us to go in. And the woman, after the pair bonding is over with and we've mated, she feels let down and she feels remorse. This is all natural cycle. But moving on, basically, once I have these emotions in my head towards this woman and I've built attraction, I build connection and I show her that I want to, that I'm going to be with her. So it slows down last minute resistance. So we mate. Well, after we mate, basically, that stuff dies down in my head. So I lose attraction. And all this happens because women and men are humans. We're just like anything else in this world. We need to survive and we need to replicate. We're fucking human. We are on this world. Hello, we have to survive and replicate. So what I'm saying is the more chances that we have, the better off we are. This is not our choice as of men and women. This is what our brain is programmed to do. It's hardwired. So basically, what I'm saying is women think we're jerks, and we think women are freaking just retarded. But basically, it's all hardwired bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is, and we got to accept it. So what I mean is that if I mate with Sarah, okay, and we pair bond and we mate and we have a mating ritual, and I make a baby, there's one gene split, right? If I go with Beth and I mate with Beth, there's another gene split, okay? And so on and so forth and so forth. Now, I don't like to do this. I want to be with one woman, but unfortunately we get bored, and all this is a reaction of the mating ritual. Our brains wants us to reproduce and have as many chances of replication as we can. It doesn't care about fucking Joe Schmo or you at all. It wants you to continue on what your ancestors have worked for. It has nothing to do with you, really. So naturally, it's just hardwired in. You got what I'm saying? So understand that it's not about love. Oh, love. It's not about that. It's not about it at all. And we get infatuated with people because it's all part of the ritual. It's all part of the circle, man. So when you fall out of love with someone, it's just the same as falling in with them. It's all part of that circle. You can't have the fucking baby without the backwater. You gotta have the whole fucking thing, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's not one of those deals where you gotta feel bad because you broke up with a girl after sex or whatever. It's just the way it's going to happen. She knows it's going to happen. She's had it happen. So don't lie to her. Don't lie to yourself. Say, look, we're sharing this moment together. Don't put any stipulations on it. We have a connection. Let's see where it goes. That's where I'm at. If you're not ready to do that, then I'll find somebody else. It'll happen. So that's what I'm saying, man. This is all ritual. Don't get locked in of what society wants you to be, man. Don't get locked in all these morals and all this bullshit, man. Because in the end, you're human. At the end of the day, when you are on your deathbed, you have to look out for you. And your brain is looking out for you. So don't get it fucked up and get it twisted. I just went through this, man, with a breakup. You feel connected to this girl. You feel like you owe it to her to stick around. And that's your brain. You have a logical side and you have an emotional side. You know what I mean? Your logical side is I should probably stop screwing around with all these girls. Your emotional side says, you're bored. And this is how your brain is working. It's all a balance, man. It's all working together in one network. So you got to work with what your brain is telling you to do. Follow your instincts, man. Because your instincts are hardwired in. That's all I got to say, man. I'm Dreamer. So I'm out of here. Later on, I'll catch up with you with another video.